Tonight, only on Channel 10. Find out some important information on this year's midterm elections.
And find out how Hurricane Michael affected the U.S. coast.
Plus, a look into exciting events happening on campus.
Find out what Heidelberg sports teams are doing this semester. Plus, a look into one coffee shop is utilizing a beloved fall flavor.
Good evening, I'm Dustin Hunter.
And I'm Jessica Stefanko. This is WHEI News Center 10, and happy October 25th. WHEI brings you today's late-breaking stories by the students inside the Media Communications Center at Heidelberg University. Don't
touch that remote, dial, smartphone, or whatever you're watching us on.
WHEI News Center 10, live at 5, starts now.
Welcome back to News Center 10, live at 5 for Thursday, October 25th, 2018.
Let's get to our first story of the night.
A staff member at our own Heidelberg University is running for state office. Director of International Student Recruitment Rachel Crooks is running for a seat in Ohio's House of Representatives. Recently, Crooks was endorsed by former U.S. President Barack Obama. Former Student Senate member Chase Hayden had this to say about what a big-level endorsement can do for Crooks' campaign.
Barack Obama is a well-recognized name and a very important person for the Democratic Party, and for him to endorse a person like Ms. Crook is very helpful for her campaign.
Election Day is Tuesday, November 6th. Get out to the polls and vote.
The upcoming midterm elections has a lot at stake this year. This election will determine how the country is run for the next 2 years by our current president.
So the Democrats can't secure a seat in the Congress, then Trump's actions and lies from the past few years will have no voting consequence.
Democrats will be trying to win not only the Senate this year, but also at least one of the House of Representatives. As of today, both houses are controlled by Republicans. Up in the air as well during this year election, the GOP is about to pass another $1 trillion tax cut to corporations, as well as a large cut to the benefits for Medicare and to Social Security. Make sure to go out to vote on Tuesday, November 6th to have your voice heard.
Hurricanes are causing havoc all along the coastline. Hurricane Michael is one of the most recent hurricanes to hit the coast, including Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas. Hurricane Michael has caused death toll that has rose to 17, causing worry of family and friends all over the world. Kennedy Shreve, a sophomore at Heidelberg University, talked with us about the worry of waiting on news about her family.
So during that time I was pretty worried. I kept refreshing my phone to see if they would respond, to see if they were okay.
Hurricane Michael might have ended now, but the Hurricane Willa is on its way. That wraps up our local news segment for the day.
But don't go anywhere. Find out what exciting things are happening on campus, plus a look into the wonderful world of sports, all that and more coming up after the break.
You're watching WHEI TV 10.
Woo! Student programming from the Media Communications Center at Heidelberg University.
If only cars could talk, what would they say about their owners?
So, I guess the love affair is over?
What do you mean?
Well, he must be looking to get rid of you if he left you unlocked with the keys in the ignition.
He still cares. He's just thoughtless sometimes.
Leaving the keys in an unlocked beauty like you, that's an open invitation.
Oh! Who's this guy? Keep your hands to yourself, fella.
It was nice talking to you.
The easiest way to have your car stolen today? Leave it unlocked with the keys inside. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
See that cute little dog in the pet store window? Chances are it came from a puppy mill, a breeding facility that forces caged, neglected, and often sick dogs to churn out puppy after puppy to be sold for profit. Meanwhile, millions of wonderful, healthy pets end up in animal shelters. But with one simple choice, you can help, just by deciding to adopt instead of purchase your next pet. Not only are you saving a life, you're taking a stand against puppy mills. Visit bestfriends.org to learn more.
I'm Ben Utek. I played high school, college, and pro football, helping my team win the 2006 championship. My career ended after I suffered my 5th concussion. More than 1 million athletes suffer a concussion each year. The American Academy of Neurology recommends athletes thought to have a concussion be immediately removed from play and assessed by a healthcare professional trained in concussion. This isn't just about sports. It's about your brain. When in doubt, sit it out. A message from the American Academy of Neurology.
Welcome back to News Center 10, live at 5.
Let's check into the latest news with our Heidelberg campus news segment. Immaculate Ilbegiza, a hero of great courage, shared her inspiring story of survival in the 1994 Rwandan genocide that claimed all members of her family except one brother, along with 1 million other Rwandans. Ilbegiza hid out with several other women in a neighbor's bathroom for 91 days. She experienced anger, fear, and feelings of revenge that were consuming her body, mind, and soul, making her feel like a prisoner. She chose prayer as a way of drowning out her anger inside of her and the evil that was occurring on the outside of the house.
She had a really compelling story. It resonated really, I would think, across the board, even though Christianity was the cornerstone of her honesty, her forgiveness, her strength. This year, the Genocide Lecture Series partnered with HYPE and brought about 500 8th graders through high school students to come for the special presentation.
Has been hard at work this semester. Right now they are preparing a punk rock retelling of Macbeth written by Heidelberg's own theater professor Stephen Saboba. Sophomore Kendra Girk has appeared in several shows during their short time at Heidelberg. They will be continuing their acting career in Macbeth, where they will be playing the roles of Macdonald, Witch, and Satan. Kendra is very excited for the new take on this classic production.
We're going to have a rock band with bagpiper playing our soundtrack. Our first battle is set to Bittersweet Symphony, if that gives you any idea how this is going to be going.
The show's opening night will be on Thursday, November 8th, and will be free for all students. Shows will be playing from then until the 11th. The price for students is $5, faculty and staff is $10, and general admission will be $15. This past Saturday, 2 members of the Heidelberg varsity speech team competed at the University of Akron. Speech team coach Dan Higgins traveled with them. This was the first competition of the semester for this team. Katie Bauman is one of the 2 students that competed in Akron this past weekend.
Okay, the first thing that goes into preparing your speech is coming up with a topic that interests you. So for me, that was outer loneliness and loneliness in general.
He placed 4th at the competition. The next competition will be held on November 3rd. The final touches on Heidelberg's new field and track were made just last week. The new track gives Heidelberg the ability to hold meets in the future, which hasn't happened for quite some time. Although there was a delay in its development, the wait was well worth it, and the student athletes seemed to really be enjoying the new track.
So it's really nice. We definitely need it. It's really clean.
He wouldn't know much about it because he doesn't play much, but it's really fun to play on.
The field and track is open to the students of Heidelberg, and if you haven't seen it yet, make sure to stop by and show some school spirit by attending one of the Heidelberg's weekly sporting events.
Greek life is a big part of Heidelberg's campus. With 10 sororities, fraternities, and societies, Greek life offers the opportunity for everyone to find their family here on campus. At Heidelberg, many students are a part of Greek life, but so much of campus is missing out on this opportunity. We spoke with the new Greek life advisor, Allison George, on why Greek life at Heidelberg is so unique. Do not miss out on the opportunities Greek life on campus can bring you. Talk to the groups around campus to try and find your Greek family here at Heidelberg. From 5 to 7 on Sunday, October 28th, the SAC, consisting of Heidelberg athletes, welcome any and all to Halloween at the Berg. This event is located at the Heidelberg University Commuter Lot, down the hill on Circular Street. You can have the chance to meet with many athletes from many different sports team and hang out with them while playing games for candy. SAC has been working hard to prep for this event, and senior Amanda Kilway gave us insight on what to expect.
There will be several games set up and a chance to meet some of our very own Heidelberg athletes. This event will be big, so bring your families and enjoy.
Contact Erica Leber at eleber@heidelberg.edu if you have any questions about this event. And that is really great. That's all we have for Berg's campus news today. When we return, we'll take a look at Heidelberg's social media spotlight.
News Center 10, live at 5. We'll be right back.
Whose idea was this? Did you think this was a good idea? Who got the paint out? Brother did?
What is funny?
I don't think this is funny at all. Who's gonna clean it up?
Military life is rewarding, but it isn't always easy.
Managing the stress can affect even the strongest warrior.
But I will stay mission ready.
I will keep my mind and body fit.
Talk to my chaplain.
Seek care early.
Strive for progress, not perfection.
I got this.
I got this. Take the first step.
There's no better time than now.
Reaching out is a sign of strength. Visit realwarriors.net or call 866-966-1020.
Welcome back to WHEI.
It's time to throw it over to Mallory to look at what's trending today in social media.
One of the highest trending flavors on the market during the fall season is pumpkin spice. Right now, down the road from Heidelberg University, you can find this flavor featured at Dunkin' Donuts.
Favorite flavor of coffee during the fall is pumpkin spice. I love pumpkin spice lattes from Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts offers pumpkin spice as a seasonal flavor from mid-September until early December. You can order pumpkin spice flavored coffee and donuts. The flavor is high in demand, so take out your trip now before it's too late. That's a wrap on our social media news for the day. Now let's send it back to Dustin and Jessica at the news desk.
Thanks, Mallory. Man, that's great. I don't like pumpkin spice, though.
Now it's time to throw it over to Mallory again to take a look at today's sports stories.
This year's track season is going to be one for the books here at Heidelberg University. The team has been training very hard already and is gearing up for their approaching season. Junior Kelsey Grove is a short sprinter for the Heidelberg University track team.
It's really nice. They just finished it up, and I think we're going to have a couple home meets this year, so I'm really looking forward to running here in Heidelberg this year.
Last year's season went really well for the track team, and they had great performances at the conferences indoor and outdoors. This year, they have a lot of new members, and they are all excited to see what they can do as a team. This weekend, the Heidelberg Student Princes will take on Muskingum University, where the football team is looking to get back on track after a tough loss at Mount Union this past Saturday. Heidelberg is currently 4-3 on the year and has their sights set on win number 5. Heidelberg University's quarterback Trace Reynolds is currently 13th in the nation in total offense per game average. Reynolds has averaged 333.3 yards on offense per game. The Heidelberg football team is confident and ready to go for this big OAC match this weekend.
The Heidelberg football team is going to approach these next 3 games like we do every game. We're going to take them 1 week at a time, and we're going to try to go 1-0 every week.
Heidelberg is sitting in the middle of the pack in OAC with a 3-3 record in conference play. A win is coming for the Student Princes will put them in a great position to compete for 3rd overall in the OAC. The game will take place at Horniman Stadium at 1:30 p.m. No matter what the score is at the Berg game, cheerleaders are always rooting hard for the Student Princes. They make it seem so natural and easy, so we wanted to know, what does it really take to be on the Heidelberg University cheer squad? WHEI decided to get the scoop on the cheer team. Coach Cindy Paul tells us it is involved more work than you may think.
We practice 3 times a week, Monday, Thursday, and Friday. We practice an hour and a half each time.
At least 2 times a week and are always trying to learn new stunts to perform for their sports fans. The Berg cheerleaders will be back in action on October 27th when the football team takes on Muskegum at home. Student princes can always count on their cheerleaders to keep us pepped up and cheering on our favorite teams. Basketball season is quickly approaching and Heidelberg is gearing up for a great season. A new year means a new team and the athletes have to practice working hard together. The team is training to become the best that they can be. The new season will be kicking off in late November and will continue to run through 2019. Senior Jimmy Hanley is excited for the season to start and thinks the team is coming together nicely.
We're starting to come together as a team, you know, as people leave, new roles are being filled and we're meshing well together, so we're figuring all that out.
The team will continue to practice hard and look forward for a wonderful season. Check out the Heidelberg calendar for more information on their upcoming games. That's all we have for your Heidelberg Sports Report. Now let's send it back to Dustin and Jessica at the news desk.
Thanks, Mallory.
Man, I can't wait for basketball season. When we return, find out what animal was given a second chance at life.
Hey Spencer, can you whistle?
No, it's impossible to whistle. I cannot whistle. It's impossible to whistle.
Can I see you try?
Yeah.
My dad was in the Air Force for 26 years. When I was applying for scholarships, we came across Thanks USA, which helps military children earn scholarships towards whatever university they want.
Education gives you the chance to find the nexus between your unique passions and gifts and the needs of the world around you.
You realize that ripple effect, that you give them an education and they're going to take it and run.
Myth. Lightning never strikes the same spot twice. Fact. It strikes the Empire State Building about 25 times a year. Myth. Bats are blind. Fact. They see as well as you and I. Myth. Sending goods is the best aid to disaster victims. Fact. Cash is best. After shipping, a case of water costs about $196. That can buy 10 gallons of water. Cash sent is help received. You have a big heart. Use it for smart compassion.
You're watching WHEI TV 10, student programming from the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
Welcome back to WHEI News Center 10, live at 5.
Let's get to the last story of the night.
Life is rolling a little easier for Carmel the squirrel these days, despite getting his front limbs caught in a trap. Carmel is believed to be the first squirrel in history to be given prosthetics.
Carmel's paws were surgically removed after an accident. Happened near Batman, Turkey, according to the Turkish newspaper, the Daily Sabah. Although squirrels without all their limbs have a slim chance of survival in the wild, Caramel is getting a hand from a group of animal-loving scientists at Istanbul Aydın University.
Although he is still adjusting to his new life, the doctors who operated on him say he has now recovered and is able to feed himself. The medics said they are very happy to be in the walking phase of his recovery. Thank you for watching WHEI News Center 10 live at 5. Our program tonight was produced and presented by the Department of Communication and Media from inside the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
Thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. Be sure to tune in next time.
Oh, I'm Dustin Hunter.
I'm Jessica Stefanko.
And for Mallory and all the WHEI production crew, we thank you for watching. Good night, everybody.
Good night.